Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. Well, it's that radio show where we go toe to toe. Hot topic, dropping knowledge straight from Chicago, and it's our point of view. So tell me what you gon' do. Drop a line, don't be lying, trying to get with the crew. Cause we be talking them facts, exposing them fiction. Man, it's so real that we be causing some friction. Probably something you missing. Ain't no need to be dissing. Just relax here and listen because we spitting and sipping. The Stezo Radio Show. 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 The Stezo Radio Show.
Young and Curt, that nigga, Nola Fox, Flint the Pimp, Ricky Bobby, Shorty got him, Ancient Curt, and Remy. Alright, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Stezo Radio. We gonna get to these intros and get this one started. Go.
Yo, what up? It's your main man, Flint the Pimp. Y'all know where to reach me at.
Man, it's that's all.
Jameson, right? yeah, they know what I mean.
It's Jameson's daddy.
Right, Jameson's daddy.
It's awesome AC, man. Touchdown with me. Will _small world on Instagram. Hit me up too on Snapchat, man. I don't see enough great things on Snapchat.
Fuck Snapchat.
Will small world.
Did you get the requests and all of the following and all that?
Yeah, I got it. I ain't, you know what? I realized something. I ain't been fucking with my Xbox in so long that I ain't paid my live bill. But it's on deck tomorrow, though. I forgot to do that shit today.
You know what? I forgot to tell you, too, man. In my in my Xbox name, it ain't no O and of. It's the 0. And then F.
Damn. Yeah,
I always forget that shit.
Well, look, everybody who did send in them requests to get down with us on Xbox Live, just send it to one, do your little stalker thing. You'll see the rest of them on the list.
Yeah,
then just do it that way.
Group, man. You in the group, you listen in the group, we're going to post in the group.
Yeah.
Game tab, we're going to come with it.
I found Lucky's.
Oh, you found
Lucky's? I found Lucky's, then I found yours, then I found... You know what I'm saying? That's how I did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how it go.
All right, this is going to be a freestyle show. Something we ain't done in a long time. Might be a pissed off freestyle show.
Man, that's only 3 to grade 8 in this boy.
Yeah, that's why I said it's gonna be a pissed off freestyle show.
Because you know we like to our game time situation is clutch around it. This would be the 3 of us, it'd be clutch as hell. All
right, and the first thing I want to talk about, we got it from Nola. She had mentioned a topic we gonna save for a later date, but from her topic, it got me thinking about this generation of men who seem to enjoy living off women.
Latching on.
Yeah, rather it be mama, girlfriend,
That's
or
because
wife.
all they doing is replacing their mama with another mama.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Got some mommy issues.
I don't get that. I mean, I know why I don't get it, but I don't understand how they see it as being cool.
I don't think they got the... Man, I don't know what it is, but it seems as though the mothers... Being raised by a single mother, sometimes you have two situations. Either they real hard on you, or they real easy on you. You know what I'm saying? And I believe like this generation's their mamas was real easy on them.
And I ain't gonna say easy. I think they soft because
that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, because think about it, dude. I was raised by a single mother. You was raised by a single mother, but we still ain't feel that entitlement. We still ain't feel that need to latch onto the titty. I think we couldn't wait to get the fuck from out there.
Hell no.
All 3 of us
couldn't wait.
Empowered by one thing. Your mama went to work. You never saw her. Say that ain't so. You see your mama on Saturdays and Sundays, and at night when she come home.
Yeah, when she come in, yeah.
You ain't see your mama. Your mama got to work. She was this some other shit. You know what I'm saying? My mama worked 2 jobs though. I ain't see her. I heard her come in the house.
Right.
I was asleep by then. So like we was empowered by the things that we had. Our independence. We was made independent by that. Like we had to figure out, goddamn, whether or not we was gonna eat Ritz crackers with Hershey chocolate, or we was gonna eat some real food. Like real talk. Was you gonna roll up
nigga,
you gonna go to the store and get your own bread?
Hey,
like,
look.
What was you gonna do? Like,
Ancient will tell you there was a lot of mayonnaise sandwiches nights. That it was Miracle Whip and motherfucking 2 slices of bread, and that's what the fuck niggas had to eat.
But I mean, okay, look at it like this. Y'all, you know, like the wish sandwiches. Because I remember we had the Serbs.
Yeah.
Had the mustard, you know.
Nigga, we had pork and bean sandwiches.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Spaghetti.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember them, you know, because the bread make the food last, make it get full.
Yeah.
But when you got that chance to move out, you moved out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nigga, I got kicked out at 15 and I never been lived back with my mama again.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You didn't really...
My situation was different because, like, my parents separated. My stepfather and my mom separated. And, you know, a whole lot of shit unfolded with the finances. Come find out he wasn't doing what he's supposed to be doing. She wasn't doing what she's supposed to be doing. And we lost our house.
Mm-hmm.
But my whole thing was, it was me, her, and my brother. You know what I'm saying? And I get faulted for this shit. I done been cussed out about it. I done seen tears over the shit. But I was 19 when that shit happened. My brother, like, 9 years younger than me. My mama had to be a good early 40s, late 40s, some shit like that, right? My thought process was, shit, she got him to take care of. I could take care of myself. So I'm going to go over here and get out the way and go do my own thing because I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm an adult. So I'm going to get up and I'm going to go, even if it was like we talking about right now, I wouldn't live with a chick. But me and that chick was getting money together, and money was getting stacked, and we was, you know what I'm saying, in business.
Right.
My mama was like, her and my brother both like, shit, at the time we needed you, you left.
So they felt that like an abandonment or something.
Yeah, and in actuality, I thought I was just getting out the way. Because I had all the time, my mama was a dominant figure to me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't shit she couldn't do. She was Superwoman as far as I was concerned. And I felt like, shit, she ain't got no problem taking care of herself and her child. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the fuck out the way. I can take care of myself. And I thought it was going to be a proud moment. No bullshitting. When I decided, man, look, I'm about to get out the teat. Because, you know, I always had a job. But them jobs I had, she got them for me.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? My first job, I was 13. I was working at a dance club.
Jubilation, nigga.
At 13. Like, I'm the man. You understand me?
Thanks, Ancient. Used to get us in for free.
Good bread. I'm making about $200-$300 a week. Ain't nobody making that at 13, 14 years old.
Yeah, not legally. Shit.
Not legally. That's it. And it was legal. I'm paying taxes on the shit and everything.
Right.
Like, this is a legitimate job. Job after that, she got me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, shit. She done gave me all the knowledge I need. I'm confident. Because, you know, I got out in the streets, but she didn't really know how I got out in the streets. I was my mama's child. I'm not going to embarrass her. I ain't bringing no cops to the crib. I'm not selling no dope out her house. It was a respect situation. But no soon as I got up out there and got out here in the world and tried to do the things I can need to do for myself and let them do them, man, I got faulted like a motherfucker for that shit. And to this day, I just feel like it ain't never going to be no mending that. It's always going to be held over my head that I was supposed to be the man of the situation and I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I still wasn't out here buying my brother clothes, give my mama a couple dollars. You know, I ain't going to say it was paying no bills, but
helping out
some
somehow.
gas money, some reefer, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, I was cashing out. But what else can I do? I'm out here, a 19, 20-year-old man trying to do for self.
But you know what, though? See,
wanted to do for self.
See, that brings up, man, something. Because, like, me and your situation, you know, man, we grew up together, but our parenting situations at that time was complete opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like, mine was, you know, his old girl didn't want him to leave. Mine was, okay, my old girl kind of chose her little boyfriend husband over me because me and dude didn't really vibe too well.
So it was like she was waiting for you to leave?
No, it was like, man, well, I got to make this decision, and dude taking care of me, so you got to go. So you need to find somewhere where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was like, hey, nigga, you know, well, fuck you, fuck dude. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm going to go out here. I'm a hustle. I'm a grind. Get my own spot. Man, you know what I'm saying? Man, I wind up moving to Harvey, Harvey World. You know what I'm saying? Right off 155th and Ashland, man, with my cousin on them. Man, it's me and my two cousins, and I'm 15, and I'm the oldest nigga in the crib.
Damn.
So you know damn well we had it juking. I'm selling weed. We got the weed on deck. Nigga, we go right down to Apple's and get the motherfucking the damn pint of fucking Mad Dog 2020. We in there making punch, nigga. Man, getting it in.
Shout
you know
out
what
to
I'm
Mackey's.
Man, yeah. Shout out to Mackey's. Cause yeah, we used to be all up in Mackey's.
Nigga like me.
Right. You all up in Mackey's. You already know.
Right here from the city, man. You could like get a beer every once in a while. You'll snatch a beer out the refrigerator. But we could actually, when I came out here to the Burbs, I could go to the store and buy my own liquor.
Yeah, at 15, son.
At 15,
so
like it was cans and shit in the stove. The cans had dust on them. They ain't sell shit else in there.
So what I think a major difference is the reason why I brought up that point is because I think that a lot of not saying that of course my situation was a fucked up situation, but I think that a lot of females nowadays, they coddle the fuck out they, you know what I'm saying, about their kids and they especially they boys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't force them to get into the world and get their own. They coddle like, man, because I guess they feel, well, you know, these streets ain't safe, motherfuckers getting killed. You know, this shit, I looked on the news the other day and I had to laugh because they was like, oh shit. They was like, wait, this has been the highest murder rate in 20 years and blah, blah, blah. And I thought back, I was like, nigga, 20 years, that was 95. Motherfucking 95.
Yeah,
that was the years that I was in this bitch.
Before. Yeah, the 90s was...
nigga, like, nigga, like this is the same shit that I grew up in. Like,
if
nigga.
you take your ass down there on Michigan right now to 111, you go in that store where they was doing the RIP t-shirts. All them t-shirts is from the 90s, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, they was out here murdering the shit out of motherfuckers.
So
this ain't new. This is a goddamn everyday thing.
And that's why I'm sitting back like, dude, if I could get up and grind and hustle and get paper, man, and weave through the streets, or better yet, weave through the streets in the 90s, nigga, you can weave through the streets now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that.
I think the generations that's raising kids now, our generation, and I say that we get blamed for this shit a lot too, right? So here we are, we got kids now that's 20 and 21. Some of them got 22, 23 years olds, depending on how you got started.
Right.
But the way that link card situation unfolded and the government shit, like, you had them kids is what got you that money. And the motherfuckers that really didn't want to do nothing with themselves and would get that government money had to keep them kids close. You see what I'm saying?
But what about the ones who not even getting linked? Like, one problem I have is when I hear parents say, I give my child all this because I didn't have it. Mm-hmm. I don't disagree with it, but I don't understand what you mean when you say that. Because you didn't have it, you want them to have it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And you living your life through them.
I mean, think about when you was young.
Make you better, make you feel better.
Yeah, all the stuff you wanted when you was young. If you give your child everything you wanted when you was young,
yeah.
I mean, shit.
Fuck that. Look, my mama bought my last pair of shoes at like 13.
Damn.
13, 14. It was around that age, the last pair of shoes she ever bought for me. Every pair of shoes and pants and clothes. And I'll tell you what my line was. And I was still in the crib at this point in time. Nigga, I wanted, back in the day, I wanted a Bull starter jacket with my name stitched on it.
Right.
Because that shit was hot back then. My old girl was like, well, you know what, man, do your chores, all of this shit. Don't fuck with Ben. You know, be easy with that dude. Just let him ride and, you know, bring me, you know, good grades. Nigga, I did all that shit for a year. Christmas time came around and this motherfucker got me some Kmart-ass fucking
champion.
red. What is a champion, nigga?
Oh, damn.
This shit was a fucking red-ass jacket that had Chicago Bulls in cursive that she got made with my name on. I looked at that shit. That motherfucker couldn't cost no more than about $25. I looked at that shit, man. Yeah, man. I asked my sister. Nigga, I threw that shit down in the middle of Christmas. Like, man, fuck y'all. I'm going out here in these streets, and I'm going to get back. And that was the last shit that, because it was, I don't know. I learned a lesson right then. I learned a lesson that, man, you know what? I can't count on nobody really to get what I fucking want. If I want it bad enough, I gotta go out there and get it. And from then on, nigga, it was a hustler's mentality. Like, man, like at that point, it taught me that I don't want anybody to give me shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to get it on my own. Because what I want, I'm gonna get it.
So is that an issue now with them? They don't do the whole.
And that's the thing.
That's what I'm like. Is it self-pity? Like, do they believe?
I don't think it's self-pity. I
think
it's
that all the shit they see they supposed to have, and if they ain't having it, somebody ain't treating them right. That's what it be sounding like.
I think it's more, if they want it, they gonna find a way to get it without working for it. If that makes any sense.
I seen a whole crew of bucket beating motherfuckers the other day. Right. Mm-hmm. I went down in the Millennium Park. We did the whole movie in the park and shit, watched Purple Rain. Shit was cool, you know what I'm saying? But as I'm walking out from the train to Millennium, I'm looking at these little niggas on the block beating buckets. They trying to make their little money. They got a chick standing there holding a bucket for tips and shit. But all these motherfuckers got on Jordans. Like, all of them got on Jordans. Yeah. Like, they got shit that poor motherfuckers don't got. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you out here beating buckets.
But see, to me, that's a hustle, though.
It's a hustle at the same time.
Yeah, that's a hustle.
Hustling wrong. You want to make more money, you're going to have to dress a little down, son.
At the same time, but you hustling at the end of the day, that's what you buying.
No, you can't knock a man for what they buy with their money.
Yeah, no, I'm not knocking that.
No, you can't. You can't.
If I give a crackhead $5 and he going to buy crack, I'm not giving him $5.
But you just said you gave. If that crackhead hustle and cut my grass and then take that fat to back crack,
that's on him.
Yeah.
See, my thing is see me. See me. I'm thinking about it more as in a business aspect. I want to get every dollar out of you that I can. So therefore, the same fucking shoes that I wore to cut that grass are the same shoes I'm wearing when I'm beating them damn buckets. And then when I go home and I shower, right then I'm gonna put my Jordans on. When I go out, look at the $200 I made on buckets, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's just me because you more willing to give a kid out there that look like he ain't 8. You willing to give him more than a nigga that look like he ain't 8, but he got on fucking $250 pair of shoes.
That's hustling.
But I don't think they beating the buckets to say they pulled. They beating the buckets because it's quick money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they trying to do the guy with the cardboard saying.
Now see, I got a lot of people that say that that bucket beating shit is talent, and I understand.
Yeah,
like,
and I think
get it.
Yeah,
I get it, but I don't know. It's just the image.
Because they on the street.
Yeah, because
you're on the street doing it.
and they portraying
but,
that they need it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm beating this bucket to make money because I ain't got no other choice.
But if that's the case, right? That's what they doing, then I'm trying to correlate that with why these niggas feel like they still got to live up under a chick. Like you moved from your mama house in with another chick.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, man? You still ain't.
You can't even go beat a bucket to make money.
You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? Like
I hear you, and I feel like, you know, no bullshit. It's some times when money was fucked up, like recently, and we had to go down there and get a goddamn link card because we couldn't afford to eat, and we both got jobs.
But yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, in my head, I'm thinking, I'm not trying to stay on this shit. This is a handout for a very short period of time till I get back on my feet, and it seems like motherfuckers think that's their birthright.
Nigga, if I get a link right now and they say you can have it forever, I'm not turning that shit down.
No,
I don't know, bro.
I'm not turning that shit down.
I'm not turning that shit down.
That's free. Look, no matter what, you saving me funds.
Hell yeah.
At the end of the day.
Free.
But it's true. There, somebody paying for. Actually, I'm paying for that shit right now. My taxes, but
we not.
Who paying for it?
Google how much of our tax money go to link or government
I give
assistance.
a fuck if 1 cent go.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If they said, okay, you know what, y'all don't pay for it no more, your tax is still gonna be the same minus 2%.
Yeah, somebody eat my
You see what I'm saying?
But okay, you know what? I'm gonna bring up a situation, right? I know one of my guys, right? He has a brother, and his brother is about 30 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't never lived on his own. Either lived with a chick or lived with his old girl. And I mean, I love him to death. You know what I'm saying? But I don't understand how the mentality of, nigga, you 30, there's no way in hell that through your entire adult life, you've never stayed on your own. You've never had much to even say that this is mine. Right. You know what I'm saying? Not even really vehicles like that. Like, you ain't never really had shit. And it's like, how do you, it's like, how do you get him out of that mentality to do, like, man, I don't understand.
I don't think you can. Because when the key word you said to me that called me was adult life. Has he had an adult life yet?
Yeah, that's the question.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's had an adult life.
And then it's probably all kind of excuses why.
Exactly.
This happened.
Yeah,
I tried to do this,
but
this happened.
once again,
you know what I'm saying?
but none of your excuses mean shit to me. None of your excuses mean shit to me when I always, and I know everybody ain't me, but goddamn it, you get kicked out and you in the middle of your high school years. Mm-hmm. And motherfucker, if the way that I look at it, nigga, if I can make it and I can survive, and I can not even survive, if I can fucking thrive and be prosperous as much as I am, I don't live check to check. You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
and that's what it is.
But
they can't survive.
Like, but motherfucker, nigga, when I got put out, I didn't have a job. Nigga, I was right after my freshman year of high school, nigga.
I mean, yeah, but think about it. They probably can't survive. That might be the fucking reason why they gotta be with mama and with that chick.
But that gotta be your mentality that ain't survive.
I've said this a few times before. Everybody gotta believe and belong in something. And if you ain't got neither one of them, that shit weigh heavy on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't believe in shit.
I believe that I ain't want to be broke.
But see,
And they may believe that you gonna help me.
They are broke. They believe it's a reason why they broke. Somebody did it to them. You know what I'm saying?
But they might not think they broke though. I've been noticing that.
Yeah, comfortable with just
Yeah.
Right. Basically, how can you be comfortable with nothing, nigga?
And I ain't saying you got to be all ballerific and extravagant and shit like that. But to be able to walk into your house, lock your door behind you, open your refrigerator, and ain't shit in there. Guess what? You got a refrigerator though. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
They might be chilling with it.
Drinking hot water, goddamn it, then drinking hot water out somebody else's
Nigga,
shit,
fuck that, nigga. For like 3 years, I lived off of fucking Kaboom cereal, nigga. Motherfuckers laughing because everybody in here know what the fuck Kaboom cereal is.
I remember I had a crib in the car, nigga. I had to go to the food pantry for food, though. It was like it felt like for a long time I could never get all three things at one time. I could never have a car, crib, and a job. You know what I'm saying? It was like I got a car and I got a job, but I ain't got no crib. I got a crib and I got a car, but I ain't got no job. I got a job and a car, blah, blah, blah. It's just I could never lock down all three things at one time, but I knew I wanted that. And I kept moving in the directions that, you know what I'm saying? Okay, maybe I don't need this big of an apartment. Maybe I don't need 2 bedroom. Maybe I get a studio. Then I can afford a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just seemed like the balancing and the shifting and shit, it just don't feel like they be doing that kind of math these days. So and even this. Like, you got these young niggas that stay with these chicks. These chicks might be having these little cribs and they working at Walmart or some shit to maintain that shit. But these little niggas won't even babysit the baby.
And that's what I was about to say.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, and right.
Like, I always taught by the men in my life, I was taught one thing. If you ain't got time, if you ain't got money, you got time. So, like, if you ain't making no bread.
And both can be valuable.
Yeah, if you ain't making no bread, you can put the time in. So, like, shit, if I'm at home all day long, clean up.
Right. Why is your child in daycare?
I was just about to tell you. I was just about to say, Unicorn used to tell this story all the time. I was telling y'all earlier. It was a transition period for me because I couldn't stand one job. And, man, Unicorn was like, quit. I hold the crib down. So during this like 8-month, this year process, dude, every day, she bragged about this shit for so long, nigga, I got tired of hearing about it to her friends. She was like, every day I came in, motherfucking house was clean. It always smelled like pine sol and lemons in the motherfucking crib. I ain't never washed a dish. I ain't never had to clean shit, laundry, nothing, nigga. And it was a meal, whether or not it was bought or it was cooked. It was always a meal every time I got to the crib. And I'm like, man, because I have nothing but time. That's all I got. So I'll be damned if a month, like, man, I have to be of value.
Yeah.
What y'all think of this then? Is it because?
That might be a very important point. I don't think they.
Is it because like they don't know? No, because I agree with that too. But I'm gonna ask y'all: do y'all think it's because they don't understand what earning your keep means?
But okay,
you know, like
why
if you
don't
in the
they?
house,
If that's the case, is it because it's going back
to the parents,
to the mother,
to the parents? Because
so basically,
we keep saying, you know, the parents are not making them do much around the house no more. They don't have to, you know, like you don't have to. Like, When Flint said the agreement for the jacket was good grades, stay chill, you know what I'm saying, with my guy. You know, all these rules and regulations set up, and I got you on the jacket. Right. Nowadays, you brush your teeth, you get yours. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm about to say. Yeah, they don't have to earn shit.
Participation points.
Yeah,
you're right. Because, hey, look, I ain't gonna lie.
You ain't scored a point. But
I ain't gonna lie. As much as I couldn't stand my old girl boyfriend, who eventually became my husband, but I couldn't stand that nigga, it's one thing that nigga did not do, and that was shit in the crib. He ain't do shit. He paid all the bills. That's all. That's he paid the mortgage and the bills. Yeah. So, nigga, I had to take out the garbage. I had to mop floors. I had to cut grass. I'd be damned if it was a damn Mexican out there cutting my damn lawn. Motherfucker, please. I wish we could have. It was me out there with that damn sweating my little skinny ass off, pushing that damn lawn.
Yeah, it's like you was earning your keep.
The same way you talking right now is how I be trying to live in my house. No bullshit. I don't want to pick up a motherfucking thing. I got kids. Little nigga, if you could smack a light switch and turn on the Xbox, I shouldn't have to do a motherfucking thing. My old lady on the other end feel like he ain't no slave.
No, it ain't about being a slave. It's teaching responsibility.
It's about responsibility. Because here it is. He ain't going to get into the regular regimen of cleaning up the bathroom, vacuuming, folding his clothes, and then when he get out, he ain't going to do none of this type of shit.
I just feel like if you in the house, you're supposed to contribute to the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I will pay bills like a motherfucker. I will vacuum once in a while. I fix shit. I wash my own clothes. I cook every morning.
Look,
you know
I will tell you. Look, I'll tell you like this. Ancient will tell you, when my daughter lived with me, and my daughter was in 7th, 8th grade, I told her, I bet not get off work and my house be dirty. Yeah. You living here for free. You getting clothes. You get 2 things I need you to do for me. 2 things. Clean my crib and bring me good grades. And there ain't nothing else in this world you can ask me for that you won't get. But you're going to have to earn them 2 things. If I come home and there's dishes in the sink or your homework ain't getting done, guess what? Whatever you want to do this weekend, that shit's dead.
Yeah, I agree.
Whatever shoes you wanted, them shit's gone.
I agree.
Yeah, but it's important for him to go get, like, I can't get that sometimes, but it's important for him to go get his haircut. That costs a dub. It's important for him to get the football practice on time, which costs gas. Like, all this shit costs.
Right.
But he a kid. He ain't supposed to be able to. It ain't got nothing to do with. To me, it ain't got nothing to do with him paying for it. It's him earning it. It's 2 different things.
Thank you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Earn your keep.
You gotta earn your keep.
Right. Like,
Earn
I
your
shouldn't
keep.
have to take out no garbage, man. I shouldn't have to tell you garbage day is Monday. You take the garbage out today. I shouldn't have to keep telling you this shit.
Thank
these same weeks and these same days keep rolling around. Like,
Right.
I gotta make a chart to tell you what the fuck to do. This shit needs to get done.
Yeah.
I did it. I paid my dues.
Right.
I shouldn't have to tell you shit, and I shouldn't have to argue with her about teaching him some shit.
And I think that is where the divide is. I believe that is what is the reason why niggas, or gotta call them niggas at this point, niggas go from mama to girl because of the fact they never had, they mama didn't make them do shit. So now they gotta latch onto a girl that ain't gonna make them do shit.
Nothing.
Or sometimes it be the opposite. You gotta know that some mamas out here is putting these niggas in the clutch. You got to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure my house clean. Nigga, I be at work 40 hours a week to make sure you got this, this, and this. And the nigga be like, man, I don't want to do that. And then he go out and jump in the house with another broad and tell her, I don't want to do that. She ain't doing shit. Nigga, I go in people's houses all the day, especially young niggas. Crib be fucked up. You understand me? Man, y'all just moving in? Nah, why you say that? Because you motherfuckers ain't got no furniture.
Got flats?
On the air mattress. Like, what the fuck? Like, get in tune.
Dude, and if I go to another young nigga house and they got a fucking 70-inch flat screen sitting on fucking crates of the floor.
Yeah.
Motherfucker downgrade to a 40 or back. Goddamn stand for that shit.
Right.
That's some damn chairs. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, and maybe that's just, like I said, I think that's just the way that we were brought up is not even a little bit, it's a lot different. Because I believe that our parents, regardless of how good or bad they were, females fucking cooked back in the day. Nigga, going out, and when I was younger, going out to McDonald's and all that shit was a reward. That was a gift.
Yeah, that shit was gift.
I was like,
you know what I'm saying?
If you got it once a week, you was spoiled.
Man, you was spoiled like a motherfucker.
Nigga, we used to get them bookie, little bookie records.
Yep.
You read a book and you
Pizza
get
Hut.
pizza.
Yeah, from Pizza Hut.
Beg to go get a free pizza.
Man.
Going out there, we got food in the house. Like, goddamn, I can't go get my free pizza.
Yeah.
Think about this. Have you sat down and really thought about kids have monthly bills? Like, we could have easily had monthly bills from cell phones and other little services that our kids have. They have monthly bills that we pay. Why do we do that?
My mama
and don't make them earn it.
Don't hurt yourself, because I ain't got no money to take you to the doctor.
No. I mean monthly bills on entertainment.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Prime example.
And they ain't got to earn it.
Once again, when my daughter, before she moved in,
and my parents treated me.
Nigga,
Your parents didn't have a phone to give you back in the day like that.
Yeah,
but they had other things they could give us money on monthly.
But they didn't.
Allowance, that was it.
No, I'm talking about a monthly bill.
A monthly bill. Look, like what?
Like what?
Like, okay, I wanted to be on sports. You know what I'm saying?
But that was for like 4 or 5 months.
It don't matter.
It wasn't every goddamn day for the rest of your life.
But it don't matter.
The cell phone bill is a 2-year contract.
No, what I'm saying, it don't matter. It was stuff you want. It was stuff you wanted to join.
Before my daughter moved in with me, and she was with her mama, she had a cell phone. To me, I'm like, there's no way that a 6th grader or 7th grader need a goddamn cell phone. Your job is to go from fucking point A with your school, point B to the crib. You want to go to your friend's house is within this radius.
Right.
There's no need for you to have a fucking cell phone. So when my daughter got to be, you know what I'm saying, her mom was like, well, you gotta, you can pay her cell phone bill. I was like, shit.
She won't have a cell phone.
She didn't have a cell phone living with me. that she didn't need one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, dude. And once again, I could put like, man, when the first cell phone I got, I bought. But I'm not on that with her. I'm like, man, you want a cell phone that bad? You got to do extra shit.
Thank you.
To
That's
get
what
this
I'm
damn
saying.
stuff. Not the chores. We already got that. Nigga, the reason why you getting clothed and fed, that's chores and schoolwork. You got to do some extra shit. You better go out there and push that goddamn lawnmower that I'm out there pushing. You got to earn this shit.
Your grade should be A and B. There should be no reason for a C.
Yeah.
If you have a monthly bill I'm paying for your entertainment.
I'm blessed because I don't pay but one child. I got all these kids I got only pay one phone bill. Grandparents be kicking in hard, boy.
But that's another thing too. I mean, man, dude, you gotta even with that, like, man, okay, look, I understand that grandparents is supposed to spoil a kid or whatever. You want to spoil a kid, donate to some of these kids' bills. How about that? Instead of buying them shoes, buying them phones. I mean, I understand that on your end, but I'm saying, but we all know, we all know that there's kids that go visit their grandparents and come back with a whole bunch of shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, don't bring that over here and I gotta pay it.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
Talk about an add-on bill.
Yeah, don't bring that. You know what I'm
Don't tell
saying?
me I just upgraded his phone. It's $32 a month.
Right, don't do
Man,
that.
I just bought him this. Look, I just bought him this Xbox. The Xbox Live ain't nothing but about $70 a year. Hey, hold on, son.
Yeah, don't be creative.
Right.
Or they give them dogs and cats and fish and shit like that, and then they bring them to my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you better send that motherfucker with a gift card for all the food and shit that come with that shit. I didn't ask for this motherfucker. Like,
because this is my thing, dude. I got dogs. My dogs earn to get fed. They protect my house. They bark whenever somebody come through. They're my security system, my alarm. They earn they keep. So if my dog's gonna earn my keep, so are my kids. You know what I'm saying? I had to earn my keep. Nigga, I never forget that shit. I remember that one year, had to be like in the early 90s, maybe like 91, 90. We had that big ass snowstorm. Nigga, I'm out there with a shovel and like 3 feet of snow. And this shit frozen like a motherfucker. The nigga that was plowing the streets came past. He came up and down the block about 3-4 times. He was like, dude, put the shovel up. I don't know who your parent is, but I'm about to help you out. And this motherfucker, the city snow, the nigga removed all of them because he was like, dude, you been out here for a minute. Like, nigga, like, dude, like, man, you earned this shit. And I'm like,
but you don't even see that.
Kids don't even come down the street shoveling snow no more.
Nope, I was just finna say, you don't even see that.
They like, fuck it, we don't need that bread.
I see that in my neighborhood.
Do you?
I see shorties knocking on the door for grass and shit like that. And honestly, I'll be worried about what they gonna do with the bread.
For real?
Yeah, man. Like, hey, I'm finna go buy some weed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shit, if that's the case, guess what? I got a bag for you. Just go ahead and cut this shit. Yeah, I'm gonna cut out the middleman for you.
I was corrupted as a child, so I don't want to do no corrupt. Be honest with you.
Nah, I just be glad they out there trying to get a fucking dollar. The honest way.
Shorty stay knocking on the door talking about cutting that grass. And you know what I had to tell him? Don't worry about my son gonna do it. And then he don't do it. He like, man, I gotta cut this grass. You'll pay. He's like, you'll pay the Mexicans, but you won't pay me.
Because you live here.
Paid.
Right.
Every time you
I tell him, look, no, I know. I tell him this. I said, well, check it out. Since I pay the Mexicans, but I ain't gonna pay you, you don't eat. How about that? How about that? I'll pay you to cut the grass, but
then you
gotta buy your own
right,
fucking
everything
food.
else, yeah.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Something like that, though.
See?
Yeah.
That's what it come down to.
You know what I'm saying?
Come down to my spirit. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, be doing no shit.
Nigga, you know what? This is the thing.
You know what I did, though?
I would rather teach my kid a hard lesson than the world will teach him that.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Now, you know what? I did do, like, so I went out and I bought my son an air pump. He like play sports in the city, having football, basketball, bike, and all that type of shit. So I got him a little foot pump. It was like $8. So I gave him the pump. I said, man, here, this is yours. If it fuck up, that's on you. I'm not buying you another one. It was just a little bit of responsibility, you know what I'm saying? So somehow, somewhere, he fucked up the hose. So he come back there. Can I use? I need to get some air in the air pump for the air pump. I'm like, air in the tire. And I'm like, well, where your air pump at? It's broke. What happened to it? But man, I ain't wrap it up, and it got caught, and the hose got clipped. I'm like, well, I'm not letting you use my air pump.
Right, you broke yours.
You broke yours. Man, my old lady was, you bogus. It ain't nothing but an air pump. Woo, blah, blah. And I'm steady looking at her like, you don't see this big lesson that I'm trying to teach you. It's a little responsibility. It sounds petty as hell, but it's a little responsibility that comes with this air pump shit, right? So, I remember right after that, his birthday came along. All right? And grandparents kicked in a little bread, my mama, you know what I'm saying? money added up. You know what this little nigga did with his money? He went and bought him an iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
His grandma was gonna pay the bill. No big deal. Probably a month or two later, come back, man. I need to use the air pump. Nigga,
Go buy you one.
Why you ain't buy your air pump?
Nigga,
Or
look,
why not come to me and say, hey, what can I do to earn $10?
Can I get another air pump?
Yeah.
What I gotta do to get another air pump?
That's
Motherfuckers just
simple.
feel like I'm supposed to give it to him. Now he a child. And this is what I keep hearing. But he a child.
he ain't a
though.
child, he a
He
teen.
a child though. He just not teenage.
But
man.
still,
Like,
But
come on.
still.
But I've
After
been teaching him
10,
this same shit for years. Like I feel like I'm teaching something. I'm faulty as a teacher, you know, not just a parent, but like I feel like my teaching technique is fucked up or something.
it
You
is.
just don't
It is. I
seem
mean,
like you learning.
all of us, because
Dude, hey,
you got to
look.
do new and different shit.
Hey, it
And
gets
I
to the
see how the
point.
generation is, the 20s and 22-year-olds out of now, and I'm like, I really don't want my son to have to go through that type of shit.
Just be honest. You don't want your son fucked up like they are now.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
it.
look, it got to the point. My daughter, when she asked me for something, like, man, I want to get these shoes. And as soon as she say, well, man, I want these shoes, but this is what I did to earn these shoes. It got to the
Yeah.
point that that's what she had. And I'd be like, I don't know if that's enough. You're going to have to do a little something else. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit more.
I do
Because
feel like I burnt my ass when I tell a man, you do what you supposed to do, you get what you want.
See, that's why I don't say that. I
Yeah.
just say,
I
I say,
did
get good
burn my
grades. You
ass.
got a better chance of getting stuff,
Yeah.
you know, because
Yeah.
you're not getting no.
But my kids be going above and beyond, man. Like I have to like sit down and assess the situation. They be doing their thing. My son a little rough with doing the shit that, cause I live with him. Like my daughters don't live with me. You know what I'm saying? And in front of him, my girl will say, "You wouldn't treat your own kids like that." And I'm thinking in my head, I'm not treating them like that, but they mamas are.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is the type of shit that go on in their house.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
they're cleaning up every goddamn day to do what they want to do. My baby mama, like she prides my daughter on her little volleyball situation. You know what I'm saying? But if she ain't did what she's supposed to do in that crib, fuck that practice shit. You not going.
Thank you.
You gonna be up all night doing what I told you to do and homework. I don't give a fuck how tired you are. These are your jobs. I gotta go to work. You gotta go to work. And that's how my BMs do things, man. And I
Yeah.
respect the shit.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
have. This is my stepson I'm talking about. I don't have the same problem out of my kids, and I'm not saying that it sounds like some shit, but I don't have the same problems out of my kids that I have out of my stepson.
Well, do this.
Because of how
Just,
she can duck herself.
just try this, because what I've
You know
learned
what
with
I've been doing
mothers.
lately, I ain't been saying shit to neither one of them.
No, I'm saying what I've
talking to y'all.
what I've learned from mothers is ask them this: when you were such and such age, what did your parents have you doing?
Now, you know what, I did that. And what it was, what I got on the comeback was, they slaved her out. That's how she felt.
Right, but I mean, but
no,
still, think.
listen
I
to
know,
what I'm
but think about that though. So don't slave them out, but you did have things to do.
No. But even if they did, even if they did slave you out, supposedly, look at you. You got your own crib, your own car, you
Yeah.
got a job, you
Exactly.
stable.
That
So
shit
guess what?
works.
Yeah, they might have slaved you out, but you are a responsible adult because
of
of
that
it,
shit.
good or
And
bad.
then come back with this: are you raising a boy that's going to be a man that another woman is going to want? Or are you raising a boy that's going to be
You
a
can't-
boy to another
now,
woman?
See, I'm under
Think about it.
Dude.
I hear you, but I'm under the assumption that you can't do that to a woman and her son.
Well, no,
Because they got a image of their son in their head already, and they just
Yeah, but
naturally assume.
But they know their child. But they know their child.
I'll tell you like this. My daughter said something to me about a month ago that I had to sit back, pat myself on the back, smile, and giggle my ass off. Because my BM was like, well, we was talking about my daughter, you know what I'm saying, man, and going to school and going away in college and, you know, just moving out and all that shit. And
Yeah.
my BM was like, oh, man, my daughter going to live with me forever and blah, blah, blah. My daughter, after her mama left, she was like, man, I'm moving up out that motherfucker the first chance I get. I'm going to school. She was like, I want to go to way to school. Like, she want me to stay in state. Nope. Like, I got to get out and get my own. Like, I can't be living with her and living like that. And I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? Sweetheart, that's exactly the way I felt.
Yeah.
When I was your age, you going to strive to get that shit.
Yeah.
Just to get at.
Times. He gonna live with me forever. He gonna stay in the basement. His family gonna be in the basement. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be around this motherfucker.
right, exactly. I
That
can't.
joke, I hope that's a joke. That shit ain't funny.
Yeah,
but I
it's
hope
not.
a
That's
joke.
not
I
funny.
ain't going,
No,
man.
no.
I'm not going at all.
No, I can't see that even happening. Hey, let me ask y'all a question about the Kaepernick.
My main man, Collin.
Yeah, you know, the whole not standing. Now, I'm gonna be Stezo Petty because I've been paying attention to this one on purpose, and recently it came out that he's gonna donate his first $1 million. Yeah. Now the first thing, because I do a little in my head like, oh, Olivia Pope got to him. Like that was the best spin he could put on all his attention he getting. Yeah, is to say I'm gonna give $1 million, even if I'm not saying that I don't think he means it, but even if he don't mean
it's the fact that he said it in public.
Rub some money on it.
Hell yeah, that was the best spin you could do. To say, right, hey, I'm gonna donate $1 million.
You know the thing that I liked about the whole Kaepernick situation.
Wait, first explain it for those who probably ain't hear what the Kaepernick was.
So basically, what the Kaepernick was is that during the national anthem of I think it was the first preseason or the second preseason game.
I think it was the first one.
It was the first one. He decided that he wasn't gonna stand for the national anthem. He just sat back and when they asked him why didn't he stand, he was just like because of all of the injustice that's happening, not only which everybody cut out, not only to the black community and police and brutality, but he just because of America, period, just minorities, period, are being just, brutalized, you know what I'm saying, over the past couple of years in excess. And he was like, man, I can't honor it, so I ain't gonna stand for that. So the thing that got me, and the reason why I give him, a lot of props or respect, he didn't go out to the media and said, this is what I'm going to do, and this is why. He just didn't stand up and sit down. And then it was after the game, the media was like, yeah, somebody was like, we noticed, you know what I'm saying, man, you ain't stand up. Why? He's like, dude, I didn't tell y'all this is what I was going to do. I just did it. Y'all asking me about it. I'm going to be honest.
I can tell you.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And what they cut out in his speech was, he even talked about, how the veterans were treated in this country that go out, and nobody points that out. No. It's just all about the first little line with the black. He even said, dude, even the way that America treats its veterans is fucked up. Right.
Like they just doing that. That shit been like that since Vietnam.
Right.
For real.
Right.
Like, you go out here and you lose a limb, you put your life on the line. Motherfuckers waking up with bad dreams and PTSD and losing their family. They got diseases and all that type of shit to fight the war to keep us free, and you can't treat them right.
And these motherfuckers going to shelters. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Your people,
real talk.
They are the government. There would be no government without the military. You feel what I'm saying? That's the supporting power to all that shit.
And you see now, they all coming out, like not all, but a lot of them coming out supporting him.
Veterans for Kaepernick.
The veterans, they supporting him. And I think the media finna get a big backlash because they wanted to attack. I read an article where one of the ESPN reporters said, of course, it's unknown sources. Well, they was basically saying, like nobody in the NFL, executives want to fuck with Kaepernick. They don't want to touch him. They're predicting his blackball, from the league already. You know what I'm saying? Like they did Chris Jackson, Shareem. I could never pronounce his Islamic name. That played for the Nuggets. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Yeah. He got blackballed out the league. You know what I'm saying? Greatest free throw shooter in the history. Couldn't find a team because
his name.
No, because he didn't want to stand for the pledge. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they already said Kaepernick finna go through the same thing.
So it's a lot of shit that came out about that pledge of allegiance.
Yes.
That's like I never.
Yeah, I knew.
It's true.
Well, no, it's true. Like I heard about it, but I never really did the research until this shit came out. There's a lot of verses that was taken out.
Yeah, that last one, the last third verse.
Yeah, that was taken out because
writer of the, you know what I'm saying, Star Spangled Banner being a supporter of slavery.
You know what? And as much as I hate Stephen A. Smith, well, I don't hate him, but I disagree with him a lot.
Yeah,
he actually he actually went on a rant about Kaepernick and that whole thing, and what he said some shit like. The Emancipation Proclamation and all of that stuff. It said in the I was about to say Quran in the in the Constitution, it said all men are created equal, had a right to vote. But why it took 100 years after that was written for black people to be able to vote? Yeah. If all men were created equal,
because
it took
remember,
100 years later.
That shit should have said all white men were created.
Yeah, but in they same rules, they said a black man was
property.
2/3 of him, or 1/3 of a man, 1/3, 2/3. So that's why. Because you wasn't considered a man.
Right. And I'm like, dude, believe it or not, and. Police shooting niggas and beating niggas' asses and everything else. None of that is new. But social media is what's putting the spotlight on it, right? Making it bigger. Now, 'cause honestly, I think it was worse in the 90s. I ain't gonna lie. I really think it was worse in the 90s.
Although we're using it right now as a medium.
You know,
I think it was worse than the fucking 50s and 60s.
Of course. Oh, it was way worse. Way worse back then. But I'm just saying, as in modern time, I think it was worse in the 90s than it is right now. It's just being put on spotlight. You know what I'm saying? And betrayal. You remember, what was it? In the 90s, actually out here in the shot. Remember when old girl and her guy got pulled over, she got out, and she had her cell phone up in the air, and they shot her ass and killed dude?
Yeah, because they said they thought her phone was a gun.
Was a gun, even though she had it above her head with her hands in the air.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? She still got gunned the fuck down.
Mm-hmm. And you had a lot of cases where they was planting guns.
Oh, yeah. And little do you know, wait, did you know that that the city of Chicago settled out of court for that case for like $20 million? And that's what they heard.
Have y'all?
How many of them cases is like that?
Yeah.
I tell everybody that's why Chicago is in debt so much. They brought up all these civil suits that they lost and settled on.
But
shit.
the settlement. A part of the settlement is that the family can't speak upon it ever again, and that's the reason why them families aren't coming out, because they got paid.
They saying that's the thing with the Trayvon Martin.
Oh, they got paid.
Yeah, they saying they got this settlement and foundation, and in order to get that money, you got to agree to not speak on this shit no more. So they do it for a reason.
Yeah,
but that's why I said, even if Kaepernick with this mill. Even if you did it for that, Collin, that was smart as hell.
Kaepernick, look, I agree with, I like what he said. He was like, dude, I could never play another game in the NFL again. I got bread.
Yep.
Like, man, I got money. I was straight on my investments. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm straight with my bread. I could live comfortably for the rest of my life with never playing again. Mm-hmm. So, and that's why, because it ain't about the money for him. He already told you. He don't need the money. You know what I'm saying? It's just... And as much as he been discriminated against because he was a half-breed beforehand, that's why I'm like, y'all act like, well, I can't think of who the analyst was who was like, he not even black. How can he,
That was the former football player that played for the Chargers and the Patriots, who's actually from Harvey, Illinois, Rodney Harrison.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting back like,
I couldn't believe he said that.
I'm like, Nick, what half-breeds they still don't call a nigga. At the end of the day, it don't matter if you dating the whitest white woman in America. It's going to be motherfuckers out there that still going to call your ass a nigga and treat you like shit, regardless. And that's why I can't, right now, as much as I'm a Panthers fan, I can't stand Cam Newton. Because that fucking shit, that interview he gave. I just seen that the other day. He pissed me off so bad.
Who posted that in the Stezo radio group? Because whoever did, thank you.
Remember.
But Cam Newton,
dude, I'm like, dude, you selling your fucking soul. And I understand you want to protect your brand as it is, but at some point you got paid buku money.
I think that was
you got money.
That was one of our biggest fans. I think that was Miracle.
And I think it was.
Okay. Yeah, it was, because that shit cracked me the fuck up. I watched that 3 times, and I'm still trying to figure out, what are you saying?
Dude, he fucking toe tap. And once again, Stephen A was like, dude, as much as I love Cam, that was the weakest shit I've ever seen. He toe tapped around that motherfucking question.
Yes.
Like, where we should all be created equal. Like, dude, Cam, when you came in the league, it was so many posts about this and nigga that and all of this other shit.
And the reason why it really pissed me off wasn't it just last season?
They was riding his ass.
Right, because they was writing letters in. Somebody wrote a letter in. My daughter watched the game, and he did sexual moves when he was dancing. Like, you don't, you don't remember that, Cam? You don't remember them saying that you was, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't considered, what's the word? Because they were saying how Aaron Rodgers can do the little discount double check wrestling belt, and he's like, oh yeah, he's a competitor. But Cam Newton dab, and he's just conceited.
Yeah, and showboating and all other kind of shit.
He's showboating. He's showing the team up.
Right.
It's like, you forgot that? It just happened.
Yeah.
You forgot on the Super Bowl when y'all lost, and the reason why you left the podium because some other player came in talking shit, but they just condemned your ass for being a sore loser.
And that's what
shit is like that though. I don't know what it's like. Sometimes when they don't acknowledge the fact that they was on the motherfucking chopping block last month, they planted that shit.
I be thinking that shit sometimes too.
Planted that whole gyrating thing to make itself relevant in the situation, and that's why he ain't focused on the fact that they just ran his ass through the ringer for it, because he ran himself through the ringer. Like, a lot of that shit is publicity, a lot of that shit is stunts. Like, I don't fuck it. I just don't even pay no attention to it no more.
And I know we did the show about Jordan. I was getting on Jordan, but even Jordan donated money because he sees, again, if he did it just to say, hey, let me do something so they don't, right. Or if he did it because he really meant it, he still donated money because he sees a problem. For you to get on TV and say, like, there's no problem,
right?
Do y'all, man?
Wrong with you.
I'm trying to think of that. What's the name of the comedy
Taco Bell
special?
paid him to say.
Right, but Damon Wayans, he had a joke and he was like, you think America don't watch your money, but you start making a lot of money. You say you sitting there getting interviewed like, Damon, now that you've made this $4,085,027, and we're not counting,
Right.
but now that you made this money, is there racism in America?
Right.
And Damon,
I gotta fuck you up.
right? Damon, he say, you sitting there thinking about that check, you like, no sir. That's what I got from that Cam.
Right,
thing,
and that's what it was, dude. He literally played himself like a house nigga.
Yeah,
That's
did.
exactly what he did. He played himself like a house nigga, and dude, I have a Cam jersey, and I was sitting there looking at that bitch. Like, I gotta throw this motherfucker in the trash.
Yeah, because
I was a Cam
yeah,
fan.
I was a Cam fan.
And I'm sitting back like, dude, like, you lost some of your love from the black community, and I think just from people in general,
Right.
because it's like, dude, you literally you became the house nigga.
Yeah, because it's
Like,
like
come
stand
on.
for something or die for nothing. And I think that's what he pretty much did.
Yeah, he like nigga, like, man. At the end of the day, I understand that money is a big, like, it's not a lot. When motherfuckers like, man, would you slap your mama for $30 million? You know what I'm saying? Like, money,
Right.
yes, but once you have that $30 million, you really gonna do some fucked up shit for another 10?
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like,
I slapped moms for the $30 million. Now you want me to punch my daughter in the face for $15 million?
You know what I'm saying?
That's because they fucked off 10 from the jump.
Even still, though, dude,
Niggas
even
don't know
still.
how to get
And
no
then
money.
motherfuckers, and I hate when motherfuckers like, yeah, but man, you ain't living my lifestyle. Fuck your lifestyle.
Thank you.
Nigga, fucking, and
It's a
I'm drawing a blank.
lifestyle.
Wait,
would
Seahawks
rather not
running
live your
back
lifestyle,
that
just how
just
you live it.
retired.
Beast mode.
Beast mode.
Man.
That motherfucker and never spent a dollar of his
Yes.
contract.
Really?
Never
Yeah.
spent one fucking dime
His
of his
friends
contract.
all say he's the cheapest motherfucker you ever want to meet.
Dude, that nigga sitting over 100 million strong.
Yeah.
Never spent $1. Know what he spent? All his endorsements money. You know how much his house cost? $250,000.
Yep.
How much house you need?
Nigga, exactly what he said.
That's
Why
when
the
you
fuck
ain't
do I
there.
need a big ass crib?
Yep.
It's just
already
me.
flying around the motherfucking country all the time
Yep.
playing football games.
Like I said,
That
That nigga got
Shaquille-
one crib.
Shaquille O'Neal was the same fucking way.
Man.
Like his endorsement money and his investments.
Yeah.
He didn't touch his NBA money.
Never touched his fucking money.
I'm at the crib watching TV the other day, bro.
Uh huh.
And 4 commercials in a row.
Thank
all
you.
Shaqs.
Thank
all
you.
Shaqs.
Hey, they got the General Insurance.
Yes,
bro.
he doing
They got
that.
Shaq in the convertible with the motherfucking General. Man, I'm like, this nigga Shaq is stupid, but he getting his money, man.
Thank you.
You know what I'm
Getting
saying?
his money, bro. He got
So-
a jogging suit on and shit. Then the next commercial was icy hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
Next
my
commercial
thing
after
is,
that was,
is that if fucking Beast Mode made more money than you,
Yeah.
literally, because he didn't made a gang of money. Like, that nigga got 2 Super Bowl rings. He done made a gang of money. You know what I'm saying? So don't sit here and talk about, man, well, you don't live a lifestyle. No, nigga, you chose that shit.
Yeah, you chose that lifestyle.
You chose that lifestyle.
$100,000, $200,000 a year. If you
Hell
work
yeah.
at the minimum.
Man, dude,
Minimum.
dude, like I said, and think about it like this. How many commercials have you ever seen Beast Mode on?
Not one.
No, he had a couple.
What?
He had a couple for
He had one for Skittles.
Skittles.
That's all I can think of right now.
And he got a shoe deal and something else.
No, you know what? It was Skittles. And I remember he did one for Beats.
Yeah, Beats,
Yeah, I remember that.
Beats,
That's
Skittles,
it.
all that. So he didn't even have these big ass Subway, you know what I'm saying, endorsements. And that nigga lived off of just his endorsements and still sitting on over $100 million in the bank.
Easy.
Nigga, he was like, dude, I didn't go out here and be like your boy T.O. and invest in real estate developments, because he was like, why do I need to do that? I got $100 million.
Yep.
I don't need to flip the $100 million. It's 100 fucking million.
Thank you.
I'm straight.
Me and my family is straight.
He was like, dude, one of the few interviews he ever did, because they basically kept it to his finance.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, I don't give my family money like that. Go out. I got out and I broke my ass to get this shit. You go out and break your ass. He was like, dude, I done had many of friends talking about invest in this, invest in that. I told them all the same simple thing. Hell no. He was just straight up. He said, hell no.
He's $100 million richer for
Dude.
God has many answers.
Wait, and
no happens to be one of them.
And wait a minute. And when the nigga left the league, we all know he still had years left on him.
Yeah.
But he was like,
I thought it was a joke. I really thought he was just doing that to get another contract.
Nope. He was like, for what?
Right. That thing I know, he's over there in Egypt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On the camel.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not coming back.
I ain't coming back.
Like,
Fuck
he's
that.
for real.
Like, dude, fuck that. And he's not, and it's not like he's a diamond in the rough. We only hear about the motherfuckers that spend all this money and go broke.
Yeah.
A lot of NBA and NFL players don't die broke. Most of them don't. They got money, lots of money set up. And it's the few that wind up doing dumb shit and spend. Hence, why Kaepernick said, I don't ever need to play again.
Yeah.
He only on his, second contract? This got to be his second contract because...
I want to say it's his first real contract.
Yeah, it's got to be his first because the first one was with Harbaugh. He was a rookie then, remember?
Yeah, but I don't think he ever came up for a contract with Harbaugh.
He came up at the contract with Harbaugh, and that's it. So this is his first real contract.
Yeah.
So he may be only, 40 million, 50 million maybe? Strong. But no, only when you think about NFL starting quarterbacks. That ain't a lot.
Nah, it ain't.
You know what I'm saying? Still, it's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? For us, so it's like
$40 million.
Nigga.
Run that.
Nigga, Westbrook
Can I have
is
half?
kind of, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm sorry, Wilson is kind of the same way. Nigga, Wilson, mama left him adopted by some white people. You know what I'm saying? Man, kicking it. But his bread, he ain't out there spending bread like that.
Nah.
Nigga, when they would sit back, nigga, Wilson kind of still got, no, he came from nothing. His white family ain't a rich white family. They just a white family. Yeah. They ain't rich. They middle class. Like, he came from a middle class
Why is it that
white
niggas
family.
always assume that when white folks adopt people,
Right.
they have money?
No, nigga, he came from a middle class.
Because we grew up on different
Don't
strokes.
move
Different strokes.
to the beat, just one drum.
Look at
Yeah.
that. His
That's
man,
what he was taught.
both his
drum
white
coming to
parents
get
worked.
you.
They wasn't doctors or lawyers. They were blue collar workers. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker, they raised him, and hence that's why I think we have to, going back to the first topic of the night, we have to be more fiscally responsible with our kids. Them white people taught him how to save his bread, how to, spend but don't excess.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Get what you need.
Get what you need.
Stop buying everything you want.
Right, not right now. And man, look at his interviews.
You know that's funny coming from you, right?
No. The reason why it's funny coming from
They
me.
got like 90 cars.
And
Yeah,
guess
but
what?
he didn't have them when he was 19.
Nope. I was about to say, and guess what? I have 4 cars with no note, and I don't live paycheck to paycheck, and I have a fucking savings.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? Like right now, the way that I'm looking, the way that I'm going, I'm retiring before 60.
Yeah.
You understand? Which is
It
a
ain't
fucking
too many
miracle.
motherfuckers out
Hell
here.
no.
That shit's a fucking
I'll
miracle.
probably be still working 10 years.
Like honestly,
longer.
like Stezo, literally right now I'm on track. I'm going to retire somewhere between 50 and 55. Mm-hmm. Now, if I continue to move shit the way that I want to move with it, my goal is I want to retire at 45. That's my goal.
The creek don't rise, right? Let's do it.
Man, my goal is to retire at 45, and you know what I'm saying, man. I'm living by beast mode mentality.
It's like right now we got the baby cover, right? So we turning the guest room into a nursery, right? And I'm like, I talked to the girls first. I say, man, you know we about to turn your guest room, y'all room into a nursery. Okay, that's cool. The baby need a place to stay. So I tell my old lady, I say, well, the girls say they cool with sleeping on the couch or on the floor or some shit when they come over here. Nah, they need a bed. I'm like, we just need a bigger house. No.
Word of the day.
No.
That is no.
Hell.
Man.
All right, we out.
Stezo's thought of the day.
real quick, Stezo Radio has a Pinterest page now, so we're also on there if you want to follow us. You heard the Xbox Live gamer tags going out there. Just more ways for you to connect with us and trip out and talk shit and give your feedback. And also, the Facebook Stezo Radio fan page is not the Stezo Radio group. The Stezo Radio group is a separate Facebook group. To join that group, all you got to do is search it out, send us a member request. It's not private to the public as far as sending requests. It's just private to what goes on in there.